Hello, everyone. It's time for a stream. It's been a while, so hopefully it works out well. You'll notice, and I'll say this again once there are more people, you notice I don't have a camera. You don't get to see my beautiful beard. It's because I remember my camera was stolen. Well, I've been using the GoPro, and it's not great. I don't really want to set it up because it's kind of a hassle. The newer GoPros are great, I hear. I don't have a newer GoPro. I managed to scavenge one out of a box in my house somewhere, and that's what I've been using. So, what do you mean so quiet? So quiet. Let me play around with the audio a little bit. So quiet. I'll wait for people to sort of start sneaking on in while I nope, that's not what I want. All right. What is this? Is this it? Is this what I want? No. You guys just talk amongst yourselves. Whatever. Yeah, I'm working on the volume. Let's stand by. All right. How's this? Oh, that's loud. Okay. How do we feel about that volume? Are we happy? Is it Gucci? Perfect? All right. Excellent. Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, Jeremy Dewitte video. Let me answer some questions before we get into it while we wait for people to sort of get on in here. How much time is Dewitte facing? It's over 80 years, and that's what he's being charged with currently. There are other things that he could be facing that are not on the table yet. That I will be discussing in a different video. So we will get into that. For those of you who have just joined in, and you're wondering, why can't you see my face? It's because my camera was stolen a while back, and I tried using a GoPro to replace it temporarily, but I kind of hated it. It was kind of a hassle to set up. So I decided that you're just going to listen to my voice this time. So unfortunately, you don't get to see my beautiful No Shave November beard, which I think I'm going to keep for another month. I'm not going to keep it permanently. It's not a permanent thing. But the only reason I actually can have it is because my National Guard unit isn't meeting in person. So I don't have to show up for formation in uniform, which means I'm pretty sure I can grow this out. If my commander doesn't like it, they'll let me know. But yeah, I think we're going to have another month's growth, see what happens. And then I'll shave it off, and who knows if I'll ever have this facial hair again. So, Buster says, realistically, they will probably offer him around 5 years, it seems like. They're going to offer him a lot. It's going to be a lot more than that, at least for probation, right? So maybe he'll only serve 5 years in prison. Maybe he'll only serve 1 year in prison. But the probation is going to be, I believe, based on what I've seen, significant. Oh, Andrew. How'd that work out? How'd your application go? Anyway, I'll oh, yes. Oh, excellent. Great. Well, when you graduate, I might steal some of your knowledge of your area if something pops up, and see if you can give me an inside scoop within the permissible amounts allowed by your department. I don't know. I think it'd be fun to. I don't know. I always like to get officers in the areas I'm talking about to chime in because I might think I know what the law is in a certain area, but, maybe an officer in that area knows more than I do. So that is amazing. Let me know when you graduate, and I'll congratulate you and all that good stuff. So that's fantastic. That's really good. That's really, really good. So, I don't know, guys, do we feel that we're ready to talk about Jeremy Dewitte? Oh, how are we feeling? Well, I'm feeling good about it. So, we're going to get into this, and I'm going to bumble my way through, because this is not scripted. I like it scripted, but it won't be this time. Too bad. And, let's see what we can do. Okay. If you hear snoring in the background, that is my dog. She's somehow sleeping through this, but, what are you going to do? Shkablamo. We all remember this, right? If you don't, it's fine. I'm going to explain it to you. This is from the subreddit r/RealWorldPolice. It is a subreddit that I believe was started by Jay, who runs the Real World Police YouTube channel. It's excellent. It's a lot of fun. There's some good memes. I have a healthy appreciation for Jay and what he does. He puts in a lot of work. I've stolen some of his work. I used it in a transitive way, right? I used it lawfully. There are other YouTube channels that have not entirely used his content lawfully, but Jay has given me his stamp of approval, it would appear. I did talk to him. I'm like, hey, we're cool, right, with me using your content? And he stated that, yeah, because I make a commentary, I add to it, that it seems to be fine. Maybe someday in the future he'll change his mind. I don't know, but at the moment it's working great. We have this great thing where he barely knows I exist, and I just take his content and add on to it. So I'm not trying to say I steal his stuff, but he is fantastic. Go on, if you're on Reddit, it's a great subreddit to be a part of. Subscribe to his channel if you want, if you're not already. I'm sure most of us already are. He has a Patreon. Check it out. He spends money getting some of those requests. So the guy is great. Go and check him out if you haven't. So this is something that popped up on that subreddit, and it's basically a warrant for Jeremy Dewitte's arrest. It's a wanted person, Jeremy, for battery and domestic violence. And I originally didn't touch this because I couldn't find this on any government website for a few days. It took some searching. There was a lot of twists and turns I had to go through Orange County's basically online portal to actually see that this was a real thing. Because people have made up things about Jeremy in the past. They've made up fake documents. There was a while ago this fake Facebook post saying that he had killed himself. So I treat these pretty cautiously. If it's not coming directly from the government, I take it with a grain of salt, right? So I saw this. I went, that's certainly interesting, and also 5'9", 180 pounds. Good for him. It's nice to have those numbers. I'm sure I have them somewhere else. Not that those numbers matter. It's just fun to be like, oh, that's interesting. Now I know how tall he is. It doesn't mean a thing to me, but it's just a fun little fact, right? Also, the comments, it's not his fault. He thought his wife was a car breaking into his funeral procession. And let me tell you, I love it. I came for the jokes. Fantastic. Tom Cruise is the devil. People love to joke about his taxes, but he's just doing what? SEAL Team 6 time in Fallujah? That one made me laugh as well. So thank you, the both of you. You've earned an upvote. Wow. Sorry, it's not more. So I did find this on the Orange County's website. I went, oh, that's very interesting. Okay, so battery, domestic violence. What is that? What's that going to tell us? And a lot of people thought it was his wife, Rania, I think is how it's pronounced. A lot of people thought it was his wife. And another reason I didn't touch on it was because I didn't know who it actually was against. Because there are 3 people in his immediate area that I know of that those charges could be against. There's his wife, sure, that's probably the most likely, but there's also his mother, and there's his brother, right? All of those people could be the victims of domestic violence instead of just standard assault battery. So, before we move on to the next document, I do see some questions in my chat. We're going to pause to answer them real quick. Has Dewitte ever answered you about the stolen valor? No. No, he has not. He someday in the future I'll be able to tell you about why I know he knows he messed up real bad on that. He has refused to respond to that. He completely flipped on me. I made a video explaining my interview with him and how it was real soft to try to get future interviews where I could sort of escalate things a little bit about building trust. It was also about asking certain questions that I wanted the answer to for other investigations, just building a foundation of information I had received. So yes, it was a very, very softball interview, but it did accomplish stuff. Unfortunately, when I said, all right, let's do a second interview, right, which he initially wanted to do, and I said, let's talk about your stolen valor stuff, he immediately changed his tune and said, no, we're not. I don't know if he blocked me on email. Like, he kept sending me emails as if he was like, why aren't you talking to me? I'm like, I am. I'm emailing you. I got his sort of second in command, Alec Ringdahl. I got him involved. We had been communicating as well. I was working with him to try to fix Metro State and make sure they were operating lawfully. That was early on in all of this. It's a little late for that now. At the time, there was still hope for salvaging the company. But I was working with him, and Alec was trying to be like, hey, no, he's talking to you. At least that's what Alec claimed. Do I know for sure? No, I don't know. So no, he's never answered it, and I'm sure he never will. And he knows that he messed up really badly based on things that I have seen him say that I have not touched upon yet. I'm building bigger videos. I have a couple big videos that I'm still sort of building towards and requesting stuff. And eventually that information will come out. But no, I don't think he ever will. Did Jeremy's wife ever have that baby? You know what? I don't. I have no idea. Not a clue. Wish I knew. Here's is there any truth to the Dr. Phil stuff? Look, I don't have all the information that he apparently has. There are a lot of things that are very strange about his claims. What I can tell you is that I was not kicked off his stage. I haven't been kicked off his stage in as long as I can remember. So I would not believe that article. What else do we have before I keep moving? All right. So does Jeremy know about my YouTube video saying that I went soft on him? They apparently do watch my videos, him and Amir, because they believe that Orange County is in communication with me, and so I guess they use me and other websites. I mean, they follow a bunch of channels, I believe, to see how much information might be given out. Because I think that in their defense, they're going to claim, well, Orange County is corrupt and they're feeding information they shouldn't be feeding. I have not been fed any information that I did not receive through the proper channels, right? I request all my stuff through FOIA. Everything I have is on my channel is done appropriately with the correct permissions. So I think that's not going to be a terribly solid argument if that's the one they make. But I do know they monitor what I do. I did hear that Jeremy, from good sources, I heard that Jeremy did see my my musical about him, and I heard that he did not like it, which is great. What can you tell? Can you tell what Dewitte is charged with? Oh my God, so many things. We're gonna ignore like the misdemeanors because he's still getting traffic stuff as of like the last month or two. But a lot of impersonating a police officer. There are other charges on the table that have not been filed. I will be making a video about that. I have a bunch of stuff I don't think anybody else has yet. Well, the T-shirt thing made me laugh. I'll explain why. So, felony impersonating a police officer. He might still be facing assault. There's a lot of stuff, and it's decades in prison. Last I calculated is at least 80. It might be more by now. I'm not entirely sure. As far as the T-shirt goes, actually, I'm wearing a Jeremy Dewitte T-shirt right now that I made. That I'm testing out, making sure it's comfortable before I put it on the market for all of you guys. So, if you want to see what the design is, the first draft of that design is on my Patreon. If you want to wait until I make the store, that's fine too. You're not really going to benefit from subscribing to my Patreon when it comes to the merch, with the exception of, I lied to you, you will. If you are subscribed to my Patreon and you make an order and you let me know that you're subscribed to my Patreon and I check it and you are, your order will be front-loaded. Now, this is only going to apply to things that we ship in-house. My mod and I are working to make custom t-shirts on our own. The one I'm wearing is done through a t-shirt website so that we don't have to worry about supply and demand. But we will be making some custom, like, higher quality stuff that we will be shipping. So if you are subscribed to that, and look, I'm not trying to take your money now. Not that it doesn't help during the holiday season while I'm trying to buy a new camera. But I would wait. Personally, I would wait if you want to use that to your advantage. You can do it. That's fine. Patreon.com/Sergeant Blue Bacon, I think, or just Blue Bacon. You'd think I'd remember, but I don't. And if you want to be part of that, great. If you want to wait just a little bit until the store is up and we're actually putting out stuff, like I have challenge coins I'm going to start sending to people that want to buy them. They're going to be magnets. They're going to be little metal pins. It's going to be great. But I'm getting off topic. We gotta keep going. International shipping, I think there should be. I don't know if we will be able to do international shipping on the stuff that we are putting out. We'll have to charge that international shipping rate, but I think the website that is producing the shirts for me can ship internationally. I can't confirm that, though. So, drop a link to the... Rennie, do you mind dropping a link to the musical? Oh, you're already doing it. Great. So, yes, it's... Oh, my God, it's a great shirt. Also, Rennie, you have the... you probably can't drop pictures in the chat. It's fine. I have a picture of me wearing this shirt. I'll put it on my channel. So, let's go back to this. So, he has a warrant. We don't know who it's for. And then I get an email. And I forget who the email was from. But they said, Amir and Jeremy wanted me to have this. Wanted to make sure I got it. And it was the video of Jeremy in court where they basically said, this isn't domestic violence, and got the charge dismissed. And then I also got this. This is a document written by Jennifer. Now, Jennifer is the alleged victim, remember. And it was submitted in court at, I believe, that hearing that Jeremy Dewitte and Amir were at, basically saying this isn't domestic violence. You cannot continue with this prosecution. The judge was like, oh, you're right, it's not, because Jennifer and Jeremy have never lived together, and they do not live together, and therefore it cannot be domestic violence. I will explain that. You know what? I'll explain that right now. Domestic violence in Florida. All right, here's the statute on domestic violence. And there are a few things for it to be domestic violence. First of all, it has to be any assault, aggravated assault, aggravated battery, sexual assault, stalking, aggravated stalking, kidnapping, false imprisonment, or any criminal offense resulting in physical injury or death of one family or household member by another family or household member. So basically, any assault, all right, that's covered, right? Allegedly. So we assume there's an assault that took place. I'm guessing it's not kidnapping, false imprisonment, but we don't know yet. We will get to it, but we don't know yet. Family or household member means spouses, former spouses, person related by blood or marriage, persons who are presently residing together as if a family, right? Which is the closest thing that Jennifer is to Jeremy, except they're not living together. Or who have resided together in the past as if a family, and persons who are parents of a child in common, regardless of whether or not they have married, with the exception of the person. Right? This is how you determine whether or not it's domestic violence. It doesn't have to be someone related by blood. It can be someone you reside with, as if you're a family. It's real neat. Domestic violence is something that I dealt with a lot, as I said in my last video. And Washington State, where I did most of my domestic violence investigations, is fairly similar. So it's nice to see that. But back to this, right? So here we have Amir. He's filed it in the 9th Judicial Circuit in the county court. I, Jennifer Burton, the named victim in the above noted matter, and we have Jeremy Dewitte as the defendant. I recognize the criminal charges were initiated against Jeremy Dewitte, the defendant, based on allegations of violence against me. All right, and then here are her constitutional rights, which she is aware of. We're going to skip that because it's not super important to this narrative. It is important in other narratives, just not the one that I'm going through right now. On October 31st, 2020, in the early afternoon, I was involved in an incident with a coworker, Whitney Tools Nichols, that caused me to call the police on her because she attacked me. Gasp. The incident took place at 1718 Acme Street, Orlando, Florida, which is the Office of Metro State. And this is true. It is the Office of Metro State. I checked on Google Maps, and the vehicles are there. But I digress. By the time law enforcement arrived, she was already gone. And I met law enforcement alone. Officer Hannah Crow was the responding officer, and I explained to her what took place and why I called law enforcement. I'm sorry, I'm not keeping up my mind on the screen for you guys. I did not know Miss Tools Nichols' name at the time, only her radio call sign. And I had that at one point. I've forgotten it. It's not super important. So Officer Crow was fixated on the scene because there was a broken window on the way into the office. There were 2 fallen computer monitors in the trash can and some of the contents of my purse that had fallen out. Now that's weird. Those don't sound related at all. Why would she care about this? Well, we will find out. I explained that I wished to prosecute Miss Tools Nichols, and that was the sole purpose of my call, but she apparently was focused on charging Jeremy Dewitte with an offense. Allegations that the corruption runs deep in Metro State. This isn't just Fiddler and Ogletree. No, this is someone that we haven't heard of before. This is Officer Hannah Crow. What does she have to gain from going after Dewitte? I wonder. The plot thickens, allegedly. I explained that I wished to... Wait, hold on. I already did that. I'll everyone that moment. I did not name Mr. Dewitte in my complaint, and I do not wish to prosecute him for any reason. I received a temporary injunction against Miss Tools Nichols. It's basically like a little itty-bitty restraining order, which is pending before the domestic court, and I am interested in prosecuting her as she was the one who attacked me. Gasp. I do not understand why Mr. Dewitte is being pursued in this matter and cannot fathom why there is a warrant listed for his arrest, accusing him of domestic violence, battery. We do not now, nor have we ever, lived together. And that, harkens back to me saying that, look, that's the closest they came to actually being, domestic partners, but they're not. There's not domestic violence because they don't live together. It's a whole thing. So, I emailed law enforcement on November 12th, 2020 to confirm I do not wish Mr. Dewitte prosecuted, a copy of which his attached... Ooh, Amir, you little dog, you sly devil, you made a spelling mistake. It doesn't matter. He's doing great so far. I probably would have too. A copy of which is attached and marked as Exhibit A. I do not wish to prosecute this case and do not want to come to court. I further recognize that, notwithstanding this declination of prosecution, the state attorney's office has the discretion to continue its prosecution. I want to make it clear that I do not desire prosecution. I would prefer not to have to appear in court for a trial, and that I want these charges dropped. And then she signed this, and so on. Okay, so basically she's saying it's not domestic violence, and Amir says it's not domestic violence, and the judge goes, yeah, it's not domestic violence. We have to drop these charges. Now, charges can still be filed against Jeremy for assault, battery, just not domestic violence. Domestic violence is a bigger deal because generally the charges are worse. I mean, the punishment is worse. And also, if you're not already a felon, Jeremy, sorry, this doesn't apply to you, then all of your firearms can be taken away. And one of the reasons why domestic violence is such a big deal, I don't mean that it happens often in the military, but one of the reasons it's treated like such a problem is because if a soldier commits domestic violence, they can no longer be a soldier because they're not allowed to own a firearm or basically operate a firearm, which is why one of the reasons why there are so many mental health programs for soldiers, to the point where there aren't mental health programs for other people. Like at JBLM, we had children that were incredible issues. They had mental problems. What is it? Something opposition disorder, where you go get authority opposition disorder. That's not it. That's not correct. But there were children that had stuff like that, and they couldn't get help on base because all of the mental health programs were focused for soldiers. And then they go off base, and they'd be like, yeah, just go to JBLM. That's where your hospital is. Like, we don't want to treat you. It was a problem. So domestic violence is a big deal when it comes to criminal charges. But felony assault, which is and battery, which kind of appears what we're looking at even without the domestic stuff, it's still a huge deal. They may not press these charges if Jennifer is not willing to testify on the stand, which she appears to not be willing to do. But there's still a good reason why they will, and I will get to that after I answer a few questions. All right, let's see. Robert, you son of a gun. I appreciate. Oh, camera fund. You guys are too kind to me. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Robert. I'm hoping that right after Christmas, people start selling the cameras that they replaced with new cameras. But it's pandemic, so people don't really have money, so they might not be buying any cameras. We'll see. We'll see. But I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm laughing at some of your comments. Can we still consider stolen valor after you admitted that he wasn't actually in the army? Yes. If he used that to gain employment, which I actually can confirm that he did, according to statements given by people who would know. Yes. So you guys know the Chance video I did. Chance Scholl. He was the U.S. Marshal. We communicated quite a bit through email. He wasn't really terribly happy about my video. He attempted to not copyright strike. He attempted to do a privacy claim on the video, which failed. YouTube was like, no, but thanks for trying. I took it down because he gave me, intentionally or not, better information than his whole thing. More focused on Jeremy Dewitte. I had my fun with that little scenario, and there are other reasons why I took it down that are related to Jeremy and the prosecution of him. I will not go into detail because it might negatively affect that situation, which I'm not going to talk about. But I did take it down of my own volition. I was not required to. But yes, there's information I have from Chance that Jeremy absolutely used his status as a alleged veteran to gain employment. So let's see what else. What's going on in the stream, Zachary? Well, we're talking about the domestic violence stuff that Jeremy has been it's sort of circling Jeremy. You know, sharks around a drain. That's not how the saying goes, but it's okay. Just making your ears bleed from all its blathering counts of domestic violence. Unless you slept with him, probably not. Has he been convicted of domestic violence? Not to my knowledge. He's been charged. The charge has been dropped. I don't know that he's been convicted ever of domestic violence. The allegations of domestic violence seems very weak. Incidents hinted at. Wait, Jennifer has an online store. I will have to check that out. I will. All right. Moving on. I think I've caught up. So that is Jennifer's statement. Then she's like, I don't know what this is all about. This never happened. And I started thinking, well, if that's her statement, there is some egregious buffoonery happening in Orange County. I need to get to the bottom of this. I need to know what the police did and review what they did. Because if they're messing up that badly, I want to know. I'm actually, we're here. Breaking news, folks. Breaking news. Jeremy is now currently in the jail. I don't know why, but that is being sent to me at the moment. Do I know any information? No, I'm just having people tell me that. Now you know something that may or may not be true. Anyway, so Jennifer said this thing. She's the alleged victim. Surely she wouldn't lie about this. But here's the thing, right? I'm gonna harken back. Man, that's the second time I've used harken in the last hour. Weird. If this was a domestic violence situation, we know that legally it's not domestic violence, but it certainly does have a lot of similarities potentially. They're dating. There can still be this sort of the same emotions, tempers, actions, whatever. In domestic violence, it's often a cycle, right? A spouse is assaulted by their partner. They're very unhappy with the situation. They call the police. They seek help. They whatever. And then it's not uncommon for them to later retract their statement and say, no, I'm sorry. You know, I didn't mean it. Something's falling off my fridge. I got distracted. Anyway, it's not uncommon for them to retract their statement and say, I didn't really mean it. It never happened. Oh my God, I still love him. I want prosecution. And there are a couple reasons. I mean, there are a few reasons for this. The big two that I've often dealt with are either they fall back in love. Oh, the moment's over. Everything's good again because they're used to the situation. The guy convinces, or the girl convinces them, oh, it won't happen again, babe. I'm so sorry, right? The second situation that often happens is They might be afraid of what happens if the charges don't stick and they didn't try to fight the charges for their partner, right? So let's say my girlfriend beat me up. I was like, I'm going to press charges. And I shouldn't be making a joke out of this. This is a very serious thing. Let's say she beat me up. And she's a tough cookie. She could absolutely do it. Not that she has or I think will, but she'd be capable of it. Let's say she did it, and I pressed charges. And then I started thinking to myself, well, what if she gets out, right? What if the charges don't stick? What if she comes after me? I have to make this right. I have to go back to the police and say, no, I made the whole thing up. And that way they won't come back and do it again because they didn't mean it, right? They still love me. They didn't mean to do it. That's a common thing that happens in domestic violence. It is a cycle. So Jennifer submitting this statement gave me the sort of the heebie-jeebie wibbly wobblies that maybe my spider senses are tingling. Scooby-Doo. I think this might be a domestic violence cycle type situation without the actual domestic violence. So I had two theories. One, the police are incompetent, or Jennifer is lying to protect Jeremy and she was assaulted. So I talked to my mod about this, and my mod's like, oh yeah, I'll reach out, I'll do some FOIA requests for you. Thank you so much, Rennie, by the way. You are, it helps me so much. Saves me a lot of time. Not too much time, but it certainly, gets a little bit off my plate. FOIA requests are pretty easy. You just have to, do them, figure it out. Real quick, Sergeant. So, Rennie, amazing. Thank you. She got me this right here. This is the statement from Officer Hannah Crow. And it's the whole thing. I'm not going to go through it because I found out today that Orange County actually released this, which contains all of that information. But instead of being written by Hannah Crow, Officer Hannah Crow, it's written by Detective Smith, who was assigned the case for investigative follow-up. It has more information. So we're going to read this. But I did want to sort of show this off. You're like, aha, we have this, folks. But the sort of thunder was taken away when this popped up and be like, this is publicly available now. That is, sure doesn't look happy, folks. Sure does not. So, the affidavit for arrest warrant, right? This is the thing that they use to convince the judge to okay the warrant to go out and arrest Jeremy. So, that would be this part right here, where the judge was like, yes, I believe that there is reason to believe that he committed battery, domestic violence. And then Detective Smith starts writing his report. He says, I, Detective Smith, was assigned this case for investigative follow-up based upon the fellow officer rule. I obtained the following information from Officer Hannah Crow. On October 31st, 2020, that's the correct date, at approximately 15:23, early afternoon, okay, Officer Crow responded to 1718 Acme Street Metro State Protection Unit. All right, everything checks out so far. In reference to a battery. Upon arrival, she met with the victim, who stated the following. The victim is an independent contractor at Metro State and works for her boyfriend. Now, I'm going to try in real time, and I'm going to struggle with this, so I apologize. I'm going to try to replace the victim with Jennifer. I'm going to replace other female with, was it Whitney? Question mark? This Tools Nichols. It was Whitney, right? Yes, Whitney. Okay. Nope. And I'm going to replace boyfriend with Jeremy. Now, I might mix some of these up, so I encourage you to fact check. I'm not trying to submit this as this is actual, this is evidence, this is proof, this is the absolute truth. And I'm saying this to protect myself from basically a libel and slander lawsuit, whichever one this would apply under. So, upon arrival, Officer Crow met with Jennifer, who stated the following. Jennifer is an independent contractor at Metro State, because he doesn't have employees, remember, and works for Jeremy. After an event, Jennifer and Jeremy and Whitney all met at 1718 Acme Street. At some point, the other female, that'd be Whitney, was FaceTiming a different female, who's also an ex-girlfriend of Jeremy. Jennifer then became upset with Jeremy. Jennifer attempted to explain to Jeremy why she was upset, and he immediately blamed her. Oof, okay. Jeremy then asked Jennifer and Whitney to meet in the office. When Whitney walked in, she became aggressive towards Jennifer. And Jeremy got in between the victim and the other female. That'd be Jennifer and Whitney. So he did state, they did state that, oh, yeah, no, Jeremy sort of got in the way and was breaking up the fight. Right. Let's see. Jeremy began pushing Jennifer with both hands on her chest, causing her to fall into a chair. Now, that could be, absolutely, he was trying to separate them, and he was pushing Jennifer away from Whitney because maybe they're having a little cat fight. That's entirely possible. If these charges are pressed, Jeremy absolutely has a defense of, I was separating them. I used the minimal amount of force to get them off of each other, right? I was protecting their well-being. He could make that claim. Do I know that that's what actually happened? No. But I don't want to start calling him out for things that don't necessarily need calling out. Let's see, where was I? While being pushed into the chair, Whitney began shouting at the victim, saying that she was going to beat her ass. Now, that sounds suspiciously like communicating a threat. Certainly possibly disorderly conduct, depending on what the actual statute would be under Florida law. But we're starting to get into the realm of crimes are being committed at this point. After Whitney left, Jennifer's boyfriend, Jeremy, grabbed Jennifer's purse that was attached to her shoulder and threw her purse, causing her belongings to spread on the ground. That could be, no, if it's not directed at her, it's probably not anything. It might be destruction of personal property, because since they're not married, they don't own the same property. Jeremy then grabbed Jennifer by the throat. Oh my God, that's potentially aggravated assault. And pushed her through the door leading to the garage. Now, I mean, that could be unlawful restraint of some sort. Now, depending on the state, it is worded differently. But that could also very much be a crime, in addition to just grabbing her throat and moving around. This caused the door to be pushed open and Jennifer to fall into a parked motorcycle. Jennifer stood up and Jeremy continued yelling at her. Jennifer was crying and had bruises on her arms with a small cut on her finger. Jennifer remained at the office with Jeremy, and at some point, Jeremy answered a work call. He learned that they missed a funeral escort event, which is kind of a big deal. Jeremy became visibly upset, then threw a stool at her. Okay, that's also assault, followed by 2 computer screens. That's a total of 3 cases of assault in just that. The victim, Jennifer, ran to the garage, then outside of the building. Jeremy continued screaming that she was going to ruin his business, and they were done. I don't think it's Jennifer that's ruining the business, personally. I think Jeremy is doing that pretty well all by himself. I think he ignored a lot of things that he should not have ignored. He had a chance in 2016 to make some major changes, and he made changes to his vehicles, but not his behavior. Or if he did make changes to his behavior, it didn't last. Jeremy, I don't think Jennifer's to blame here. If it's your business, it's your responsibility to make sure you're at that funeral escort. So, come on, man. The victim stated approximately 2 weeks prior, Jeremy slammed her through the office window by her throat, causing the window to break. Again, that's probably aggravated assault. Jennifer stated she still had bruises from the previous incidents. It should be noticed that she stated the bruises were on her legs, and I was unable to view them due to her having pants on. It is worth noting that this is still the statement from Officer Crow just being not rewritten, but placed into the statement of Detective Smith. Jennifer stated today's incident occurred over a 2-hour period. She had the audio from the incident recorded on her phone and played the altercation. Officer Crow listened to the audio, which clearly showed a violent altercation taking place. Based upon the audio, it appeared her boyfriend, that would be Jeremy, was the primary aggressor. Jennifer indicated she did not want to provide her boyfriend's name because he was currently on bond. However, in the audio recording, Officer Crow was able to hear Jennifer identify her boyfriend as Jeremy. Through investigative resources, I'm sure that took a while, not. Officer Crow was able to identify Jeremy as Jeremy Charles Dewitte, a white male with a date of birth of 2/10/80. Officer Crow determined Jennifer and Dewitte were dating and that there was an expectation of intimacy. That's where the domestic stuff comes in, because if there's intimacy and you're living together, that basically should cover the living together as a family situation, right? But they're not living together, so it doesn't work that way. The charges for domestic violence cannot stand. However, for battery, yeah, absolutely. It should be noted I have conducted several investigations with Dewitte and the victim. I have spoken to Dewitte several times and immediately recognized his voice through the audio recording. This is detective or investigator. Is it detective or investigator? I don't know. This is Smith talking. I recognize his voice through the audio recording provided by Jennifer. On 11/11/20, I received a telephonic message from Dewitte demanding I call him to discuss this incident. After calling him back, he offered to bring his girlfriend, the victim, into the conversation as a three-way call. In the call, he demanded his girlfriend, victim, tell me that no crime happened and there was no battery. Oh, remember how earlier I said that there's often a cycle of violence where things are really bad and they're good and they're bad and they're good and people will turn and flip on each other and whatever? Yeah, it kind of seems like that's what's happening right here. And I don't think this detective is going to be fooled by it. I don't. All right. He stated he tried to separate two families who were fighting and that he did not batter anyone. During the call, I listened as Dewitte became verbally aggressive towards the victim and me. Now, we've seen him do that, so that's no surprise. I then offered to speak with each party individually. I then spoke with the victim, who indicated that she never gave Officer Crow her boyfriend's name and she does not want to press charges. Classic cycle nonsense. Again, there it is. So, where was I? So I just got a message about the reason why Jeremy's in jail. We'll go over that. That's amazing. All right. We'll go. It's so good. It's so good. All right. I explained domestic violence laws and that prosecution is not a factor at this point. After further conversation, I was able to conclude a domestic battery occurred in which Dewitte was the primary aggressor. In addition, the victim indicated Dewitte had abused her in the past. She described the current mood of their relationship as good now. Back to the cycle, right? It's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad. I then spoke to Dewitte on the phone. I explained he was the subject of a battery investigation. He stated he did not batter the victim. It should be noted that at times he was verbally aggressive with me on the phone. Shocking. Now, when did this happen? When was this written? Because 11/11 that phone call happened. This was filed 11/17. So this would have been after Jeremy basically convinced Jennifer, like, no, you don't want to file charges. And then she emailed law enforcement on November 12th to confirm that she did not want Dewitte prosecuted. So that's after this phone call conversation. So just establishing the timeline here. On 11/13, I spoke with Officer Crow. She provided emails from the victim. The emails had pictures of her injuries and damages to the office. So those likely were received before the 12th. So, oh boy, I'm going to explain why this is a bad news from Jeremy. She described the battery incident on 10/21/20, which showed the broken window as a result of Dewitte pushing her through the window. She also provided pictures of her injuries from 10/31/20, which show bruises on her arms and legs. I determined that, based on the propensity for violence towards the victim, probable cause for arrest exists. And then, probable cause exists to charge him, and so on and so forth. So, basically, even if Jennifer does not testify, if she provided the audio and the pictures and maybe not a statement, because she'd probably, I don't know if her statement would hold up if she's not willing to affirm it in court. I don't really know how that works. I'm not a lawyer. This is beyond my immediate area of expertise. I have sort of a general knowledge of how courts work, but certainly not enough to practice law. I think, it looks to me like there may be enough evidence to pursue a prosecution, but they might be holding off temporarily. I'm not really sure. Maybe they're waiting for Jennifer to change her mind again. Because, again, it's a cycle, folks. They're waiting for it to go bad a second time, maybe, if she changes her mind. But I want to go back to this. So she said, yep, he threw computers at me, a stool at me. He threw my purse. He, pushed me through a window. All that stuff. Allegedly, according to the police documents, right? She did that. So here she is being confused on why Officer Crow is fixated on the scene because there was a broken window on the way into the office and there were two computer monitors in the trash can. Some of the contents of her purse had fallen out. Of course, that's a concern because she had stated that Jeremy was the cause of that during a violent altercation. Of course, that's going to be a concern. I did not name Mr. Dewitte in my complaint and do not wish to prosecute him for any reason. Well, this certainly seems to be stating otherwise. Now, she didn't name him by name, but she certainly indicated that it was him, right? That's enough. That counts, right? And Ms. Tools-Nichols also attacked her. Okay, cool. Well, prosecute her as well. Prosecute everyone. I don't care. But I do not understand why Mr. Dewitte is being pursued in this matter and cannot fathom why there is a warrant listed for his arrest, accusing him of domestic violence battery. We do not now, nor have we ever lived together. Of course, you cannot fathom my took it. Amir, you're really gonna allow? I mean, you're paid to do this, so okay. She's the one that's on the hook for submitting a false statement and possibly perjury. And really, whatever. Again, I'm not an expert in the whole court thing. Perjury is generally a court thing. However, filing a false official statement, if this even counts as a false official statement, can have legal repercussions. So, okay, well done. This is a complicated web you weave, Amir, but good luck. So here we have it, folks. We have a warrant based on a whole lot of information, in which apparently they have audio of the event, they have pictures of the bruising, they have pictures of the damages, they have all sorts of stuff. I don't know if Whitney gave a statement. Maybe they're trying to see if she will. She doesn't have to. Yeah, she doesn't have to. She can absolutely invoke her Fourth Amendment rights, and Jeremy I'm sure, is not going to say anything. I sure hope he doesn't, in the interest of... It's not that I don't want to see him charged for a crime he's committed. I just, look, exercise your rights because you got them. Might as well use them. So, yeah, it's a whole thing. And that's where we're at right now. I'm hoping to see if there's body camera footage. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I'm not entirely sure. If there is, I want it because that's going to be huge. That's going to be absolutely huge if there is body cam footage of this police response. It will absolutely state whether or not there is. However, I feel like it would have been mentioned in here if there was. So I'm going to return to you comments, and I'm going to see what you said, and then we're going to get J. Pavilion on, because it's been too long since we've had him on a stream. I can't speak anymore. I've been speaking too much. So let me go over your comments. Folks, I've been very distracted by all of this. All of this right now. All right. Where was I? Oh, man, there are a lot of comments. What did I miss? All right. Nope. I'm getting there. You know what? Let's get J. Pavilion in on this, and then he can help me answer some of these comments, because there are so many of them. Let me get my old headphones on, not that you guys can tell, because there's no video. And we'll open up Google Voice so you can hear him. And then I have to figure out where my cell phone went, because I have his cell number. Who wants to buy his cell phone number off me? I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. I'm not. No, that's a joke. Oh yeah, someone just sent me a discrimination complaint that got filed against them to read as a fun little LOL. Right, I'm gonna enjoy that. All right, where was I? I was finding. By the way, now's the part of this where I actually have absolutely nothing planned. So if you're the kind of person who likes an actual plan with their live stream, this is the part where it might be appropriate to escape. People complain to me about that sort of thing. I'm like, look, I don't know what to tell you. The live streams are not my organized thing. They're a chance for me to interact directly with all of you. So, Hold on. Let me not do that where you can see it. Whew! Jesus. Yeah, scared somebody there. I didn't realize I was up. All right. All right. Let's try this. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, thank you, Sarah Marie. You guys are good best. JP, pick up your phone. This guy, am I right? I don't know if you guys can even hear the ringing. There we go. Oh, God, that's loud. Okay. I'm sorry. Hold on. JP! All right, I'm going to hang up. I'm going to wait for him to reply because maybe he stepped away for a second. So. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll stand by. We're figuring it out, folks. We're figuring it out real quick. Okay. Apparently it's not ringing on his end. So, he's pleading insanity. I don't think he can. Pleading insanity is actually very difficult. It's a very difficult thing to get. Huh. Whoa. Huh. Yes.
Pavilion 2.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. You are live. Just letting you know because I don't want to spring anything on you. But of course, you know that you're here.
All right. You do got my consent for recording,
Woo!
for streaming, and live purposes. Here we go. Order 1 is in.
You know, I'm going to use this to make my own remix. I'm going to make the JP remix. I need you to come up with some great quotes during this. Just throw them out there. I'll steal them. I probably won't. I kind of want to, though.
Yeah,
so,
Order 1's on the move.
Beep, beep, beep. If you guys haven't seen the videos, the EDM remixes of Metro State that JP Pavilion has done, they're so good. They kill me. I listen to them all the time, and when I'm like, I'm having a kind of mad day, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to some remixes of Jeremy acting a fool. Now I'm going to tell you a thing. I don't know if you know this about Jeremy Dewitte and why he's back in jail as of, I guess, today. Okay. So, you know how he said he went to California for this Jeremy Dewitte thing?
Right. Oh, yeah, for the taping of the Dr. Phil show. That is correct.
So, apparently, if Rennie is to be believed, it was because he didn't inform them, the police, that he went over there, which counts as failure to register as a sex offender. Now, that I don't know if that's correct. I don't know all the details. I'm opening it up as we speak.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to. It's not working. All right, no, it is. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, just failure to register as a sex offender. It doesn't say specifically, but the...
Right.
No, there's no details. Just the date was the 8th, which is today. So, yeah, he was arrested today. There are no details, but Rennie seems to think it was because he went to California, which I kind of think is hilarious. Rennie, do we have evidence that this is real? JP wants to know. I don't know if you do.
I just kind of want to know because this is interesting that he got booked literally today. I think this is one of the most... kind of funny, but yet kind of sad at the same time. Because he knows that he's supposed to do what he needs to do as a sex offender.
Yeah, he's been doing this for a while. My thing with Jeremy is he knows what he is doing is wrong, or he knows that there are people who believe it to be wrong. And instead of confirming it and figuring out actually what it is, he just sort of does his own thing and says, "No, I know what I'm doing," but he doesn't, and he continuously gets in trouble because he refuses to change his ways.
Correct.
Rennie's saying apparently it's because of out-of-state travel.
Oh,
He has
really?
to inform them if he's going to be traveling out of state. I don't know if that's correct. We're checking that as we speak. This is real live reporting, folks.
Yes, this is fresh off the news, and I think you guys should stay tuned for more information about this.
Yes,
On
yes.
Bacon's
Stay
channel. There we go.
tuned in. We don't know what's going to happen. Jennifer was his so-called business partner. I think she was in the video of Stolen Valor in Federal Building. It says Heather Dowhaluk. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. You've seen that video, JP, right?
What video?
That would be the one where he was outside Buffalo Wild Wings, I think.
Yes, I've seen that video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. What are your thoughts on Jeremy's claims of military service?
Here's the thing with that, and I kind of know somebody I have a relative that actually went to the military.
Mm-hmm.
I can't disclose the names of that individual. However, what I know from that is to bypass and to do basically just put on a suit or basically the army or attire and bypass all of the hard work that the Marines or the people in the military go through every day. And they protect us and whatnot. The fact that he just puts on a military thing and just so calls to be in the military, I think that's really angry. It makes me angry.
Yeah. Oh no! Like you're telling me, because I was in it. I'm still in it, and I never deployed. I did most of my career was investigations back home.
Okay.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh no! Is that the article, Rennie? Is that from Jeremy Dewitte case? I'll let her answer that in just a second. She just sent me a thing. I'll read it to you. It'll be great. Who just did that? Who? What? Which? I want to say Geschmack, but is it Geschmack? I don't want to mispronounce it. Give me 1 second. People are donating money, and I love it. Raking in that cash. All right, can I please tell you how Dr. Phil is connected to DeWitte? Well, according to JeremyDeWitteCase.com, which is a website that's allegedly run by Jennifer, who has ups and downs with DeWitte. Sometimes she says nice things, and sometimes she says bad things. But when she says nice things, she often misconstrues information to make him look good, which I don't much care for. But allegedly, he went down to Los Angeles and was interviewed by Dr. Phil. And Dr. Phil was like, "Oh, yeah, Jeremy, you did a great job. Yeah, we totally agree with you, and we think that you're doing everything A-okay." And then I guess I was there. I think this was a fever dream, honestly, because it's like, and you were there, and you, and the Tin Man, and the Lion, and like there was some guy in California who ran a security business who was like, "Yes, Jeremy does this correctly. We totally side with him." And there was a polygraph that we don't know the results of, and I got kicked off stage, which I can assure you, it's been a long time since I've been kicked off a stage. God, I hope we find out if the video airs, if it exists. Apparently it does, because I guess that's what he's being arrested for. So
here's the thing. I wish I was on the Dr. Phil show. Oh my God, I would love to talk to Jeremy because he's been dodging my calls. He's been dodging my emails.
I believe it.
Jeremy Dewitte, if you were on live,
if you're watching this, yeah,
please. You can call me.
Yeah, I don't care if you talk to me. Although, if you ever end up in Seattle, we should get a drink sometime and just go over all of this so I can try to help you. It's not because, I want to defend you, but I do want to have a man-to-man discussion. I don't know if you drink. I don't. I don't drink much, but it seems like the appropriate.
I'm over 21.
There you go.
Yeah. So we're really
you and me and Jeremy, we all got to head up to Seattle.
Mm-hmm, right.
And just have a conversation with the dude if he ever gets out of jail. I'd say that as if it's funny. It's not. It's actually horrific. But
McAddict says he can't. He's in jail, Sergeant.
Yeah, you're right. I should have figured that out real quick. What? So The updates, apparently, I guess, is on JeremyDewittecase.com. Jeremy DeWitte was arrested today at 3:01 p.m. EST by Osceola County Sheriff's Office. According to the source from the Sheriff's Office, DeWitte had a warrant for his arrest for failing to register a temporary address. Allegedly, DeWitte left Orlando, Florida on November 1st on a flight to Los Angeles, California for a taping at the Dr. Phil show in Los Angeles. He returned to Florida on November 5th. In the state of Florida, a registered sex offender must report in person to the Sheriff's Office within 48 hours before the date. Ooh, excuse me. Just choked a little bit. Before the date he intends to leave the state, failing to register a third-degree felony. Oh my God, it's another felony. Also, Metro State Special Services created an online merchandise shop with over 1,000 products for the public. Oh my goodness. Where's Metro State? Is this? Ooh. I might buy something. I've been trying to get them to sell me one of their badges, but they want, I don't know, like $300. I'm not spending $300 on a badge.
Let me just say something. I have a buddy of mine that just said, yeah, that is stolen valor. We're pretty well aware that that's stolen valor.
Oh yeah,
that is. Yeah, that's really true. Yep, that is really true. Now let me talk about that attire. So I'm actually gonna try to buy all of it. Just to see, you know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Interesting.
Oh my God, this. Oh no, I'm sorry, go on.
No, go ahead. No, you were.
I found the Metro State shop.
Yep,
Yep. It's not as good as the shirt I'm wearing. I tell you what. I'm gonna show you guys the shirt I'm wearing. You know what? We're gonna do this.
No balls.
You keep talking. You keep talking. You keep talking.
Okay.
I'm about to open my own rent shop.
Okay. All right. So we are currently reading the comments right now, and people are requesting the link. Is it okay if we post the link on here, or is that bad advertising on your channel?
The link. Sorry, the link to what?
The link to the Metro State merch.
Oh, do it. I'm gonna open it up right now.
I don't think I could post it on there. So
let's look at their stuff and we'll look at my one shirt that I have. Give me 1 second to pull this up.
Talk then.
Yeah, go.
Okay, so we're currently looking at the Metro State shop right now, and so I'm looking at basically the T-shirts, the sweatshirts, and there's even sweatpants for Metro State. What I'm thinking is going on is that they're starting to realize that they're either low on cash, they need advertising, or they just need, they just need more advertising. Just because, here's the thing: the internet claims Jeremy DeWitte is an internet meme. The way that I see that is kind of like not the way to say it, because I don't think a lot of people would want to be an internet meme. Some do, some don't. But if you're going to be an internet meme, you're going to be an internet meme for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and he certainly is. He fought, and then when this started, he went to his local news stations, went, "They're after me, it's unfair," and it made it worse. He just drew attention to it, and then no one agreed with him. Oh, a face mask. Oh, guys,
what?
There's a Metro State face mask, and I kind of want it.
I'm gonna buy it. But here's the thing. There's this website's teespring.com. Okay, I thought it was a Shopify store because I'm pretty familiar with Shopify stores.
There's a shirt that says "Straight Out of Fallujah."
Where? Oh my God.
This is my favorite. This is so good. I wish I had come up with that. It's too good. Oh my God. That's incredible.
Okay, so we're looking about $1,000 for all this stuff. You think I should probably? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Maybe. I'll only buy what's necessary. I don't want to buy the whole thing. But yeah, that's they have masks.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm looking at a retro Metro State classic long sleeve tee, and it's garbage. A lot of this stuff is actually pretty good, but no one's gonna buy that.
They're just slapping on logos.
I think, because it costs them nothing. The Teespring will take care of all of that.
But you know what's funny though is that they're definitely going to try to get advertising for their company. I mean, we're doing it at this point, you know.
We're basically advertising for them, and it's fine. Look, guys, there's some baller stuff on this. I tell you, I don't really care for these pictures that I'm showing on my stream right now, but Straight Up Fallujah, oh my God, this face mask actually looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, the Metro one or the Motor One cloth face mask, excellent.
Oh, I'm gonna get that
excellent.
for
Yeah, no, it's okay. And then your classic Metro State logo. It looks like the balloon animal. What else do we have? There's free, free Jeremy Dewitte. That's a fun picture. I like that picture.
So I want to mention a comment on your live stream real
Do
quick.
it.
Says,
You won't.
Phantom
please.
on the live stream literally just said, why doesn't he open a GoFundMe? Pretty sure a lot of wannabe cops would want to support him. Here's the thing with that. I don't think that'd be a good movement. I don't think that would be good for him, just because, like, you know, you'd be technically be supporting someone that's been charged with a crime already. And,
Yeah. I don't.
yeah,
I think
I
there are
mean-
a lot of people who want to be police officers who would not. The ones who want to be police officers and support them are the ones that can't be police officers that want to be police officers. I imagine. I'm not trying to speak for anyone. I'm not saying you can't support them. That's if you want to support them, fine. I'm not against Jeremy.
I'm neutral.
Yeah, Look, I mean, I don't necessarily think he's a great person. I'm not saying I wouldn't hang out with him for a day just to see what
Right.
it's like. He's very charismatic. You know, I've gotten to talk to him over the phone, and he's a very friendly guy when he wants to be. But he's got a temper, and he is not great at making decisions.
Yeah, and he hasn't called me yet. I mean, I really
What a
wish he called
jerk!
me.
That's a poor decision on his part.
Yeah, because dude, he would love to talk to me. I mean, I would like I said,
Yeah.
I would probably try to like say, hey, listen, you know, I hope you're aware of what you're doing, you know, because a lot of people, you know, are like literally, I've seen some death threats on the internet about, you know, this dude. I'm not gonna name a couple people, but I mean, I've just seen them. I don't memorize that stuff, but I mean, I've
Yeah.
seen stuff like that, which is terrible. You're not supposed to do death threats at all, but I mean, man,
Yeah.
it's terrible. The internet's a horrible place.
Yep. Oh, you're telling me. Oh, I would take a break and go over Motor Lives Matter, which is about the most insensitive thing you could print right at this moment.
So what motors? Like what,
Motor lives, like, you know, like Motor One, Motor Lives Matter.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying like the motors, like people are gonna be like, what, motor from an engine? They won't understand the concept.
Yeah,
so
no,
they should have
no.
thought about the design of that.
Yeah, I just think that in this current climate, I've had my issues with BLM, but I'm not gonna. This is too far for me. Oh, a beach towel though. They have a periodic table at Sergeant, the element of Dewitte. I'm like, some of these are great. I don't know who's making these, but good job. Like, absolutely phenomenal. What? Oh, there's
Here's the
so
thing, though.
many of them.
I think what it is for Teesprings now that I'm noticing everything is that you throw in a couple of logos, 5, 6 logos,
And
they'll
it'll just
slap it on
auto-generate?
everything.
Yeah.
Yep, auto-generate. Yep, that's true. Hope I'm not too loud on the mic, right?
No, I don't think so. If people think you're too loud, they'll let me know. They have no problem complaining about my microphone issues.
First time live streaming. I have like 3 monitor screens. I mean, and I'm like trying to monitor the chat. People are texting me because they're watching me on the live stream. My friends are watching me on the live stream. So this is pretty cool. So.
Yeah, no, live stream is certainly very different than just putting out a video and like waiting. There's a lot of direct audience interaction. I say that as if I'm actually interacting with the audience, which I'm not. I'm looking at these things. I'm a little deputied out. Just some of these.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god. Like, I love these. I think these are hilarious, and I don't think this is a bad move on his part or whoever's running this. Keep calm and Sergeant. Yeah, it's humorous, but not great. Get the family together.
Get the family together? Is it really on there? Hold up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get that for sure.
Whoa. It's got a little tree on it.
I'm telling you, it's one of 3 things. They're either desperate for money, they want advertisement, or they're just making this, quote unquote, what Jeremy says, the wave to be a bigger thing. Oh, he wants it. He'll get it for sure. I guess that my channel is going to be about Jeremy Dewitte for probably for a while. So.
Oh, God. All right, I have to go through my comments to see what people are saying real quick for a second.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I'm also looking at the comments.
Yeah, you do your thing. You say whatever you want. I'm gonna be silent.
So we're looking at the comments. Tom Hunter, it's brilliant. I do wonder who created these and whom the money is going. Oh, that's a good question. Is the money going to Metro State?
Right?
Jeremy.
Who's it going to? Is it just
That is a good
Jennifer?
point.
You know?
Oh, yeah. I don't think a lot of people know Jennifer. Is that okay if we could just say her name? I don't
mean,
know.
yeah, her name's come up. I think she's referenced herself in the. Well, assuming that she is the one running the website. I don't know that for a fact. I don't.
We don't know. It's speculation
but
at this point.
a lot. There's been sources that would know.
Yeah, but the thing is with what's it called with Metro State, I wonder if their company's gonna survive. Because here's the
No.
thing: at the end of the day, we think to ourselves, he's going to jail.
But someone could take it over. I think it will survive, but under a different name. If they're smart, they're going to maintain their thing, fix what they're doing. I know Alec, he took over briefly, and he was doing great from what I saw. And
Alex is doing really good, personally too.
He was, yeah, he's better. He's been flip flopping a little bit about how he feels about Jeremy. I don't think he's terribly happy with the guy right now, but he showed a distinct and definite willingness to change the business model. And really, most of the business model to fix this is drive slower. You don't have to worry about not making the lights, because you can sort of time your speed a little bit better. You don't have to worry about having enough room for people to enter your funeral procession. You don't have to worry about committing traffic infractions because you have to speed around your own thing. Just drive slower, and it solves all those problems. And I can't help but think that maybe Jeremy enjoys the thrill of breaking the law, because he knows police officers get to do that stuff. Why can't he? Right? And so he's living that life he can't have. I honestly think that that's certainly part of it.
Here's another thing. I'm reading the comments as well. Nomadic Wander, Blue Bacon, J Pavilion 2. Seriously, the Metro State yoga pants are priceless.
Oh, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think the person's going to wear them is probably going to be like girls, right? I think that's, for yoga pants. Yeah, I don't know if guys wear yoga pants. I mean, I haven't seen it, to be honest, but
look, I've worn yoga pants. They are comfy as all get out. They're so good.
What do they feel like?
Soft. I've got nothing else for you. Soft. It's like being hugged from all angles.
Was it like a 50-50 angle or?
Yes.
Yeah, I just 50-50 my turkey on Thanksgiving. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
John Shieldy can't wait till all of us get a subpoena in these cases against Jeremy Dewitte. No, dude. What they're gonna do?
He
Just
can't
call us to say we
afford
were on a
me.
live stream? No.
Yeah. No, I've wondered, like, is it going to happen? I almost filed a lawsuit against the owners of the Jeremy Dewitte case for slander or libel, because they published things about me that are not true, and they are required to prove that they are true. And I can say that's defamation of character. Who is running this website? Basically, I don't really care. Maybe I do. I'm going to say I do care in case I do decide to do this. But really, what that would accomplish would be to potentially find out who runs the website. Now that I've given away my strategy, it's probably not, but.
What was I gonna say? I think somebody had a clever comment. Oh, hi, Odo Von Elchaman 3. How's it going? Let's see. Man, I lost my train of thought here. Holy crap. No, I was gonna say. Okay, well, I lost my train of thought. But I'll tell you what, though. Going back to to the Metro State merch. Oh yeah. You better figure out real quick.
I'm wearing it right now.
You gotta. I know. I gotta be a member of your Patreon.
Metro State. I make better shirts than you, and I only have one.
Take notes, Metro State. Take notes.
Take notes. I have a couple others that I'm working on. But how's everyone feel about that in the chat? How do we all feel?
Let me know in the comments, guys, and Blue Bacon's comments. Let me know, how do you guys feel about this T-shirt that we're gonna be, or he's gonna be releasing on as his Metro State merch. Let us know in the comments. I wanna see this.
I made this. I designed it. I had it printed. Rennie, my mod, and I are going to try to make a higher quality in-house.
In-house, ooh.
But, oh, John, was that your poll on Real World Police's subreddit? I replied to that. It's great.
You know what's funny? Some of my trailer, well, I think one of my trailers made it onto Reddit. I was actually pretty intrigued.
Nice. Actually. Oh, that's the best.
Dude, that was the best. let me read this comment. Nomadic Wander, J Pavilion, Blue Bacon. How do I feel about blue shirt? I think take my money. I want 4. Oh, okay. Looks like people are liking it.
All right. Well, tomorrow I'll see if I can figure out how to get the shop open. I'll try to have the shop open tomorrow. I'll have it posted on my channel in my community section if it's up and when it's up. So if you guys want to order that, it supports the channel. You get a great t-shirt. The quality is actually pretty good. It's very soft, very comfortable. I don't know how it will hold up over time. I've been wearing this all day to see if there are any like immediate concerns. But yeah.
Love the shirt. Can I pre-order? Rochelle, Sean, and then Heather down. Some of these. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce these names. Anyways, great tee. Put Sergeant on the back. Oh, Bud Sergeant. Oh, like Bud Sergeant. Yeah.
I could make a second one. It costs more money. If you guys are willing to pay more money for Bud Sergeant on the back, yeah, I can put
make
it
two
there.
Versions.
Yeah, I can make 2 versions. A badge. I'm actually mechanics. I'm making a challenge coin. I'm waiting until I have the funds to buy, $300 worth of them, and then I'll sell them. And then when I do my shake and bacon videos, I'll actually leave one at the locations I go to, tucked away, and I'll leave a little clues so you guys can do a little treasure hunt investigation of your own if you end up in that area. So
yeah, it looks like some people will say, "I'll pay for the Butt Sergeant." Looks like some people will. There you go.
Sergeant stripes on the sleeves is genius.
That's awesome.
Good God. Otto von Eichmann III, you genius. Where's my logo? I actually didn't put a logo of mine on this one. I will have stuff.
On the bottom.
I could put it. I'll make some changes. If you guys think it'd be appropriate to have my logo on here, I could do that.
Yeah, it looks like one of the groups is saying about the merch for Metro State as well. There's this Facebook group. Looks like they're talking about the merch too. The reason why I mentioned that is because see, the thing is, once something is on the JeremyDewittecase.com, it gets spread pretty much
yeah,
everywhere.
it goes. Yeah. You're telling me when that stuff came out about my alleged being kicked off the stage thing, everyone and their mother was contacting me everywhere. I was like, I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you guys. I have no idea what this is about. Or maybe I do. Oh.
Wait, do you?
Or do I? No, I 100% can confirm they did not kick me off a stage. They being, I don't even know who.
So let's talk about his, I guess his recent arrest, right?
Yes.
Did you know that?
How recent are we talking? Like the one today or?
Today. Literally today.
Yes.
This happened literally just about an hour ago.
Discuss it. Let's do it. Fallujah Jump Team Challenge coin? Oh, Buster. I'm sorry, I got distracted by comments.
It's kind of hard to keep up with
so
the
yeah,
comments. My
so
bad.
I mean, Jeremy has gotten in trouble in the past for failure to register as a sex offender, which appears to be what he is facing right now, because he went out of state without letting people know. If that sort of information is to be believed, if I were to make a video on this and discuss it instead of breaking news live, right, more or less, I would have wanted to check the actual statute from Florida. I would have wanted to check, the dates and the times and the whatever against the
True that.
the whatever. However, it's believable. It certainly doesn't sort of ring any caution bells in my head.
I mean, it seems pretty legit, though. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, to be honest.
Yeah. I have a question. Someone's asking if Jerry Springer's security team kicked me off the stage. If Jerry Springer was still a thing and they invited me onto that show with Dewitte, I would make a scene. I would get things hyped. It would be great.
Yeah, okay.
I usually try to present myself as a more professional, a little goofy, but still professional. Jerry Springer? Nope. I would be saying things. I'd be yelling. I'd be knife handing the dude. I wouldn't throw
A
things.
coin.
I wouldn't grab them. I wouldn't touch them. But Sergeant Blue would come out. Right? You guys have never seen me in my sergeant mode, where I'm knife handing people angrily. It's not something that comes out often. But oh boy, do I enjoy being in situations where I get to sort of reminisce and just sharpen that old thing.
Nomadic Wander is saying in the comments, at this point, wouldn't this be now a valid arrest to revoke his other bonds, being it involved out-of-state travel?
I think,
and wouldn't
yeah,
this, yes,
possibly.
What do you think?
Well, the condition of bond is usually, all right, you're paying to not be in prison, right? And depending on the conditions of those bonds, it could be you're just paying, no other conditions, or it could be, you pay this money, you get to wait for your trial outside of a jail cell as opposed to in a jail cell. That's basically the whole point of it. The money is sort of collateral in case you do try to flee. Now, I think there could be conditions that say, like, don't break any more laws, at which point the bond's revoked. Or if we consider this him being a flight risk, yes, absolutely. As a flight risk, your bond can be revoked, if I remember correctly. Now, he did come back. So it could be questioned whether or not he is a flight risk. But the fact that he went to the other side of the country, almost as far as you can get to the other side of the continental United States, the farthest being like the top of Washington, probably. That's certainly not going to look good. And I would not be surprised if they did not grant him bond at this point because of this. I think there's still a good chance. Well, the trials, there's trial stuff tomorrow, I believe. So, yeah, I think the plea deal hearing, if I remember, or maybe it's just the plea hearing, not the plea deal hearing. I don't remember, but something's starting tomorrow. And I was going to do a live stream where we live watch the results of it, but it's 5:30 in the morning for me, and I don't really want to be awake at 5:30 in the morning. It's too early.
I will actually record that, and if it's legal to record it, I'll definitely let my...
It should be, yeah. If it's a government activity, if they're broadcasting it, you should be able to record it. Rochelle says that I want to see the sergeant side. Blue Bacon, just on the receiving end, just as a spectator. I do want to talk about that real quick. I am slowly working on building a studio, very slowly. I'm going to have a desk. I'm going to have studio lights. There's going to be multiple camera angles. I'm going to be trying to do more live streams where I just present stuff to you live, where it's more organized than this. And it's, I'm talking possibly puppets. I'm talking, don't even, that's a surprise. That's a surprise. But yes, before I started this channel, I had an idea of having a puppet called Officer Discretion that would join me just for fun, just for the absurdity of it. But one of the things I want to do is if someone donates enough money, if we meet a goal, if something happens, I found a button. It's basically you put a key in, and then you flip up the case and you hit the button like you're launching a nuke. And I want to install that into my studio desk so that I can hit that if we hit our goal of whatever the goal is for that stream. And then I'm going to get angry. Right? If we hit that goal, I get mad. I'm talking swearing. I'm talking knife hands. I want to do a lot of things where I just live review First Amendment auditors, sovereign citizens. I'm going to be nice, calm, and collected like you usually am. But we hit that goal, I'm going to let it all loose. And you're going to see what I'm really feeling. Some of you got a taste of that for 10 minutes. I made a sample video. I put it up for 10 minutes to see what the immediate reaction would be of me just going ham, just being angry watching a First Amendment auditor. And I left it up for 10 minutes, got an immediate reaction, took it down, went, all right, people seem to like that. People are very curious what that was all about. So if you saw that, if you heard about that, that's what that was about. That was a test for the studio. We're going to see Sergeant Blue Bacon as Sergeant Blue Bacon being knife-handing the bejesus out of someone through a screen. We're going to see that. And Tom, thank you so much. Green screen, I tell you what, I need a better green screen. When I have the studio, we're going to have improvements. It's going to be Gucci. What? Status conference? What? Rennie, what are you saying?
That we won't be able to see it.
I think I might have said too much.
Oh, wait. Oh,
we should have done it this one. All right, yeah, okay. Well, next time. Next time, ready.
Oh, McAddicts just gave you a super chat, McAddicts.
Oh,
$5.
I
Take
will
my money,
take.
Sergeant.
I will take your money, McAddicts. I will. You guys are. You know what? I love you guys. Come
Yeah, we
have my
do.
babies. I'm kidding. I am happily taken. But so, yes. So no. This channel has been sort of stagnating for a while. I haven't really been terribly active. I'm trying to fix that, and I tell you what, I'm going to come back with a vengeance, and we're going to have a lot of fun, and it's going to be great. So the attempt is 3 videos a week is what I hope. That's my goal. 2 of them are going to be done in a live stream type thing, but it's not going to be live streamed. It's just going to be me at my desk doing the multiple camera angles. It's going to save me a lot of time on editing after the fact and post-production. It's going to save me tons of time on a ton of stuff. And so I should be able to get those quickly. And then, like, once a week, I'll do a real live stream with you guys, and we'll just have a ton of fun. So, mace and tase myself when dealing with auditors. I actually have videos planned. I don't mean to, like, take away from our conversation. I have, since before I started this channel, I made a big list of the things I wanted to eventually do. And one of the things was discuss self-defense. And how effective tasers are, how effective OC spray is. Now on my channel, I've been OC sprayed by Antifa. I assume they weren't. I'm not going to call them BLM. I think that would be disrespectful to BLM. They were, I was pepper sprayed and attacked. We saw that on video. I put myself in a situation I knew was dangerous, and lo and behold, there were consequences. Obviously, right? Yep. But I confirmed a theory. It happened. Cool. Whatever. Moving on. There's also a video on my channel from way back in the early days of my channel where I did a Thanksgiving special where I OC sprayed a turkey dinner and ate it and almost threw up many, many times. So if you ever want to see that, it's there somewhere. I think it's still there.
Super chat by Rochelle Sean. Here's to the new studio. Can't wait for the officer discretion. Love your ideas.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I always kind of feel bad about taking your money, which is one of the reasons I wanted the merch store, because I feel less bad because you're actually buying a product as opposed to just like giving me money. I
agree with you.
I'm super happy that you're doing this. I just want to make sure you can actually afford to do it. It's the holidays. I know like money is tight in a lot of places, COVID, whatever. I'm not going to stop you from donating. I just want to make sure that you're not taking this away from where it is really needed. I will manage. I have a full-time job. I will manage. This helps so much. It helps so much. You don't even know. But I just do want to make sure you guys aren't taking this away from any other funds that it should be going to. Keep it going, but thank you. Anyway, I'm selling you entertainment size. Shucks, you guys. So, yeah. So self-defense. So there are things I want to do where I have basically a couple cameras and goals. So the goal
Rochelle
be
Sean, $4.99 super chat from Tom Hunter. I'm with you. Wow.
Wow. Rochelle, you're rolling the money. What do you? Whew, what lottery did you win? Thank you so much. Thank you. So
Self-defense.
So yeah, self-defense. So there are going to be a couple things with like a taser, OC spray. How effective is it? And I'm going to be pretending to be a guy with a knife, and the knife is going to be like a red Sharpie, and the person that I'm trying to get, Tom, you son of a gun, you guys, I can't even have a conversation.
I'm Hunter, and I'm with you, Rochelle. Oh my God, man, they're being generous.
Thank you. Next donation gets sent to JP. What?
Wait, what?
What?
No, actually, no. Here's the thing.
Okay.
On a side note, I never actually really asked for like super chats or whatever. But I mean, what's interesting is like I think what makes me happy, and I'm just gonna be straight up, is kind of the likes and the views I get.
Yeah, give him some likes, folks.
Yeah.
JP puts in work, and he makes me laugh. Sorry, self-defense.
Yeah,
so I'll have a red Sharpie, and it'll to simulate a knife, and I will attack a simulated attack. Right, I'll go after them, and I'll try to draw X's. And the reason not just like hit them with Sharpie is because to actually get an effective stab on someone, you want to enter. I didn't want to use the word penetrate, but that's the best word for this. Penetrate their body 3 inches or more. That's where you're going to hit vital organs. So to simulate the difficulty in actually getting that, I have to actually draw X's for it to count as a successful stab. They will be OC spraying me. They will be tasing me. Drive stun, not the actual prongs. Prongs are too effective. I know how effective they are. And we'll see how long it takes for me to give up. And then if we hit, like, I don't know, 10 stabs, for example, then I win. If not, I lose. If I win, I get to eat a box of donuts. If I lose, I eat cat food. And the reason why there's a win and lose scenario is because I have to be motivated to not just immediately give up the first time I'm tased, right? I don't want to eat cat food. I really do love donuts. It's the cop in me. What can I say? Other things, I've been looking at getting a Smith & Wesson Governor, I think it is, which you can load 410 shotgun rounds in, which means you can load it with less lethal rounds, so we can see the effect of that at various ranges. Like, I'll go nuts with this, and like, I'll put myself on the front lines of testing all this good stuff. And what was that? Oh, good. Okay, yeah. Something just went weird with my screen. So yeah, no. Once I have the studio, I'm clearing out my backyard to see if that will even be possible. I'm going to be eyeballing for cheap cameras, GoPros, whatever, and we're going to try that. And it's going to be, I hope, incredibly entertaining. That's something that I eventually want to build to. So
Wow.
For this idea of like, yeah, tase and OC spray during this, it will happen. Probably not during the live streams, but I do have videos planned. I've had plans for almost 2 years, maybe 2 years. I don't know.
I had an idea with Jeremy Dewitte, actually, if he was actually, willing to do this, just to support, like, fellow officers and whatnot. I kind of wanted to, like, raise, something for, like, law enforcement. And we have Jeremy literally sitting, not sitting, or like standing basically, and then, like, cops, or law enforcement just throws like tomatoes or at him or something as like for a good cause to raise money.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Dude, they would love that. And Jeremy, like, honestly,
man.
like, because he's a meme, he's an internet meme. So I mean, a lot of cops would want to do that.
Yeah, no, that would be hilarious. I'll tell you what, I've always wanted to be the guy in the dunk tank. So like that, the idea of throwing things at other things is definitely appealing to me. Johanna, Tom, Jim. I would love to collaborate with Officer 401. I don't know if Officer 401 knows I exist. If any of you know Officer 401, please, let's get something going. But yeah,
and add me on there too.
Yeah, and also that Mechanic's still doing the Green River Killer. I am. It's just it's winter time and it's cold. So I've put that on pause because COVID shut all of that down. But don't worry, I've continued to get documents from Pierce County Sheriff's Office. I have the results of one of the polygraphs. I have hand-drawn sketches from crime scenes that you can actually find in one of my Patreon tiers. So I'm actually going to lower. I had it very expensive just for funsies. Generati? I'm thinking.
Generati, yeah. I'm so late to the stream. Please, someone tell me what's up with Dewitte.
Go ahead, JP.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to start? Yeah, go.
No, I'll say it. So basically what happened was Jeremy Dewitte was recently arrested for, I believe it was for failure to register as a sex offender, or no, what was he actually arrested for? Failure to register the new address?
Temporary address. Failure to register
temporary address. There we go. Okay, yep. So that's what happened. So he got arrested for that. And Metro State now has merch you can literally buy off of the Jeremy Dewitte case.
There's some good stuff there.
I would recommend you guys check it out. If I believe it's Rennie, if she could put that on the live stream so we can all see it, that'd be awesome. It's really good stuff. You guys will absolutely love it. I'm actually gonna personally get some of the merch myself.
I honestly think I'm gonna buy one of them, one of the shirts.
Blue, we got so much to talk about. This is gonna be good for everyone that's on the live stream. We got so much to talk about. This is crazy.
Hit me with a conversation.
Oh my God! All right, let's see. Reagan Toomey, was Dewitte in the uniform on Dr. Phil? Was he wearing his body camera? Oh, so I don't know. I wasn't there, Blue. If you want to kind of.
I wish I knew. I wish I did. But can you imagine if he showed up like, I'm not impersonating a police officer. Look at this uniform. And then everyone in there is just like, that would make my a day. I would. I'd be so happy. The claim is that he was on Dr. Phil. That is the allegation. The claim is also that I was on Dr. Phil. So, do with what you want with that.
Hey, if somebody invites me to the Dr. Phil show, please, I will be on the show. I am more willing to talk about Jeremy Dewitte, Motor One, and Metro State. Basically, I am definitely ready for that.
Let's go. Let's start our own show.
Dude, we should. I mean, I want to be like the next.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to get too political, but like I want to be like Meet Kevin. You know, Meet Kevin, Graham Stephan, CoffeeZilla. I want to be like one of those bigger channels too, and we should definitely grow, right, Blue?
Yeah, like look. The secret, I'm going to teach you guys a secret to growing on YouTube is just to put out 1 billion videos. Now, I don't do that. Hence the reason I'm stuck at 4,500. No, that's a bad thing. I'm very happy. Like that's a good number for where I'm at right now. I don't really have the time to expand past that. I have tons of fun doing this. So, yeah, the secret is just putting out videos. Once we are able to, and I definitely want to get your involvement in more stuff.
Thank you.
I mean,
I would definitely love that because, man, honestly, like, you know, if we collaborate a little bit here and there, you know, that would actually help us both out.
So I'm talking about, dog.
Yes. Joshua Duffy, JP, have you seen the Iraq video? Yes, I've actually seen that video. I've seen like I believe 30 seconds of it.
Yes.
It was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of funny. But no, I haven't seen the full video of it. I'm definitely gonna check that out after the live stream and give my initial thoughts on that too. I mean, I got so much content I gotta put out there. I mean, I have like a new music, two new music tracks coming out. Yep. And I got I'm gonna talk about the location of the Chicago arrest because yeah. Yeah, because I actually have new information on that. No, not information. I actually know where it's at, but I can't put the location obviously in the live stream. But I was there, and oh my god, like it made me feel like I was actually in set, basically.
Oh man, I want to do a video where we go parachuting for Jeremy. Right.
Oh my god.
In memory, like I'll dress up in my uniform. This is for Jeremy, and it'll just be a video about me and whoever else wants to get involved jumping out of a plane into Fallujah. Timothy, isn't it a great shirt? Isn't that good? It's gonna be available for sale.
We gotta figure it out real fast.
It's so good. I'm very happy with that. There's gonna be more. Staying Master, it is live. Welcome to the party. Yeah. When do we get the Dr. Phil lowdown? I imagine if the episode ever airs, we'll learn a thing or two about it. All right, let me see what John Shelley has sent me. Oh, it's genitalia. I'm just kidding. He hasn't. I'm just kidding.
What?
No, John Shelley sent me a message, and I was like, "What did he send me?" And then pretended that.
Yeah, I know.
It was not what it was. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Watch the. Oh yeah, I'm friends with. Ooh. Oh, so are you? I guess I assume. John, I imagine you're a real JPNJ. Apparently, there are other people, other officers that he knows that are like, yeah, we know about Jeremy Dewitte. We love watching shenanigans. Like, why wouldn't you? And patches, yeah. Oh my god, we need to make patches.
You know what we need to make too?
Go on.
Helmets for the motorcycles and put Metro State on them too.
Yes. Yes.
Where's my badge? Where's my badge, Dr. Phil? By Reagan to me. There we go. The comments are so funny.
Doctor, but doctor, it's not stolen, doctor, but doctor. It's not impersonation, doctor. It's not a gun, doctor. It's a less lethal, doctor. If you look at the statute 314.57, doctor.
The fact that he says, Echo gets me hard, please. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Dude, I'm telling you. Oh, and by the way, is it okay? I'm sorry if I interrupt you a lot.
No,
but
you're good.
I want to talk about the what's it called? The movie that I have on my channel. I want to talk about that trailer real quick.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody's been wondering, is this a real thing? Technically, yes, it is a real thing. I am just waiting on Jeremy and people from Metro State if they're willing to basically be filmed and either to say their side of the story and basically make this movie a reality so that way you guys could see more of the Jeremy Dewitte stuff. Because honestly, you know, it's going to die down, but at least we're going to do one last thing, and hopefully that's going to be the movie. So, Jeremy, if you're watching this, please let me know. I'm standing by. Let me know when you want to film, and I'll definitely get there, and we can start filming. Because I actually got a script going. I got everything going. All I need is just Jeremy and a couple of his crew, and then Blue, if you're down too.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Always.
Looks like,
Yeah.
but yeah, that movie is definitely going to be awesome. It's an awesome thing.
Reagan. It's Pepperball, Dr. Phil. Pepperball State Statute 911 gives me permission. Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah.
Oh yeah, you know, we could use that in the movie because they're not really guns. They're actually just pepper sprays.
Yeah.
That's actually, oh my god. There we go. I already have the props for the film. Everything is there.
I want in.
Yes. We just need Jeremy. We just need Jeremy to say, hey, you know, I give the consent. Let's do the film, and then. Hey,
I mean, we could do it as a parody where we get his name almost correct.
What do you mean?
Well, what kind of is this, like a documentary, or is this like us reenacting?
That's a good question. I would rather have the reenacting and a documentary.
Yes.
So basically, what I want this to be is a better version of Tiger King. To be a better version of Tiger King. Yep.
I'd fund that.
Yep.
If I could.
It's gonna be fun.
Now it's yes. Oh man, I have a list of people that I'd want to interview for it. Just for, oh yes. But I mean, I hear Sergeant Vidler looks a little like Jeremy. We have him play Jeremy. No, we don't. This is a documentary. This is based on true events. It should be fine. Like, we should be able to.
I wonder if we're able to get Vidler on this too. I mean, I know it's law enforcement, but I mean, still.
I mean, he's not that far from retirement. He's a few years from retirement. They can't really touch him at this point. If he got permission from his department after the trial ended, I think, yeah.
That'd be a possibility. I mean, that'd be great. I mean, just because, like, it's not okay. So here's the thing with this movie. A lot of people are wondering, you know, like you just said yourself, Blue, if it's going to be a documentary or a movie. You know, I think it's going to be probably a mixture of both because we have to put Jeremy, you know, doing his shenanigans and as well as him talking about those shenanigans or those actions. You know, wouldn't that be a great idea?
I'd like that.
That's the thing, and I'm ready for it. Like I said, I got the camera equipment. I got, you know, the computer for that. I mean, you know, I recently just bought a computer, $5,000 computer.
Ooh,
with hard-earned money. Yep. I invested a lot for my channel. I mean, like I said, actually, Blue, if you want to, you know, check into my channel after the stream, you know, I actually have one video. It's 1 million views for a 10-hour video.
I saw that. Yeah, like Rennie and I were boo. Still impressive. Yep. Rennie and I were commenting on that, like, damn, how do I get that? What? I want that. No,
well, the thing is, it's somebody else's content. What I'm going to do is actually I'm going to reach out to that person and kind of apologize for that because I was, like, really young when I did that, like 15 or 16. So, yeah. Let's see. Buster H., a fake doctor interviewing a fake cop. That's true. I mean, Dr. Phil. I mean, he's not really a doctor, isn't he? He's more.
He used to be. I mean, he has a PhD. He's not. It's not like he doesn't know what he's talking about. But he started the chat show or the whatever. I don't really watch Dr. Phil. I don't really know. But he started the show. And then his license expired. He never renewed it because why would he? He's not actually practicing medicine. He's just having discussion with people. And I assume they'd sign something to be like, I know I'm not getting real doctor advice, right? I mean, for the legal aspect of it. So, no, he's not a currently practicing doctor, but I'm sure, like, yes, he has gone through medical school and all of that. So, I mean, I don't know much about the guy. You know, I don't really have an opinion about him, but my understanding is that no, he's pretty legitimate. He just can't actively practice medicine or psychology or psychiatry or whatever it is he does.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think I've seen an interview with Dr. Phil and Ben Shapiro. I think he said that he started out with with like Oprah or something. I haven't really memorized what he said, but said started with like Oprah. It's on the Ben Shapiro show, I believe. He was interviewed by. He interviewed Dr. Phil, so that's something interesting. Tommy Holtz. I can't wait for your movie. Yeah, no, honestly, I can't wait for it either. I'm so excited to make it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. So, I don't even know. I'm just excited. I want a Jeremy Dewitte Tiger King situation. I want this movie made, and then it like thrown at some producers, but give us real money. Let's go.
Right. Honestly, just because like this movie could be really big, and honestly, if somebody from Netflix or like you guys, if any producers out there from Netflix, send me
Yeah.
an email. Shoot me an email. I'm
Send both
open
of
to
us
it.
an email. I'll do your interview, man. Like you come to my house, I will make you tea and sit you down and say things to you. Let's go.
Right. Let's do it. I'm so down. Reagan to me. I will be monetizing body cam. Oh.
Whoa.
Okay. Whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, whoa. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that on live, but
Oh no, officer, you have the wrong house.
Reagan, whoa.
Let me lock my gun up in the car and I'll show. Hey, whoa! Let's show you the long arm of the law.
Okay, so McAddicts, but would Jeremy get paid? If so, you'd fund the next Metro venture. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Jeremy would get any of the money. I mean, I don't know what that'd be. Yeah, honestly, it'd be more of a. Here's what I actually want to do. But this might not happen, but it might happen. I don't know. Depends on how I can donate this money to some in law enforcement. I actually want to donate. If I make money from this movie, I want to donate some of that money, at least like a little bit of that money, to Orange County, Florida, so they can, be supplied with stuff for their department.
Yeah.
Because Orange County, man, great department.
Alleged. Well, some people don't think so.
Well, yeah, that is true. That is true. Hey, Blue, check the Discord on
Discord.
Jersey Ditch.
Yeah. Oh. We'll see all the transport him to this Orange County hearing tomorrow. I imagine they will. Ooh, big oof. All right, where am I? What am I?
On the Dewitte discussion, on the Discord.
Oh wait. Discord. Dewitte discussion.
I think he tagged you in it. Or she. Put on a live stream.
Yes. All right, hold on. It's good. That's fun. I love it.
Holy crap! We got 90 people watching.
What
92 people watching. Whoa!
This nonsense.
The audio's too quiet.
What?
Okay.
Garbage.
What?
All right, hold on.
All right. Can you guys hear me? Oh yeah, looks like they can.
All right, did that show up?
Some people are requesting the Discord.
Rennie, if you wouldn't mind dropping, or anyone who wants to drop that link, sure, yeah.
I think only moderators with the wrench could drop the links, right? Or no?
So this shirt is amazing. It is not a shirt I designed. It is a shirt that has been brought to my attention, and it's pretty great. It's
But yeah, I'm wondering, like, with these merch, I mean, this is definitely the new move from Metro State, so it is definitely going to go somewhere.
God, it's such a good shirt. All right, I'm mad I didn't see it. I didn't think of it. Yeah, no, absolutely. And
you know what we should do, Blue?
What?
We should definitely have everybody submit their version of the shirt, and we have to do a contest.
Well,
and the winner.
I was actually thinking earlier. I forgot. I got distracted, which is something I do. People should submit their ideas, and we'll see if we can make them. And then whoever's idea wins, they get a free. Like I will purchase that, send it to them, with their permission to use the design on the store. I mean, I'm sure. Yeah. If you guys like have an idea, and you don't have to like fully sketch it out. If you just give me an idea, and I think it's good, like I can draft up some designs, and then boom.
I mean, I'm just reading one of the comments. Somebody said DeWitte's head is shaped like a mug.
It kind of is. Nothing wrong with that, but you're not wrong.
I don't like to bully people. That's the thing. I
like to say people. I try not to say mean things unless I have to, or unless you're in the military, in which case you sign up for it. Good luck. No. On my channel, I try to present myself as a relatively neutral individual. Whether or not that is actually how it's presented, but I try. I put in an effort. I'll go with that.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, with Metro State and Jeremy Dewitte, it's definitely going to be there. It's going to be here forever. It's definitely going to be one of those things we look back and we're like, you know what? That's kind of interesting. You know, it's going to be kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Blue Jersey Ditch said, I wholly surrender the IP for that shirt free of charge. Use it, take it, make it glorious.
Excellent.
Do it, Blue.
All right, look, yeah, we saw it here first, folks. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna make some minor changes to it. Fallujah's got to end up in there somewhere. And yeah. And you just send me your information. I'll send you one if I put it on my merch store.
Oh, somebody was asking if that was Rennie talking. No, that's me talking. I'm Jay Pavilion, guys.
Yeah, you weirdos. Yeah.
Jay Pavilion too.
High risk entry team uniform. It'll just be a clown costume with that stitched on.
Jersey Ditch on the Discord says, no problem. I'm Nomadic Wonder in the chat. Do your best. LOL. Oh, okay. Oh. Looks like somebody just revealed their identity. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
My God.
I gotta be careful what I'm saying on the live stream. Oh man.
Oh yeah, no, the parachute has to fail in the picture. His riser has to pop.
Right. Oh my God, that'd be awesome.
That's how his brother died and he broke something. I don't know.
We have to put the words. Oh, we have to put like a Fallujah territory on the bottom because he said he jumped in Fallujah, which if
what
he
if?
Did, okay.
What if we made it like those sort of like Hawaii shirts, like, oh, vacation, welcome to Hawaii, but instead of welcome to Hawaii, it's like welcome to Fallujah, and they have him parachuting in the back, but it's all like very cozy and like pastel colors with bombed out buildings. I'm a genius.
Yeah,
that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. You heard it here first, folks. Maybe a postcard. Oh, that'd make a great postcard. Missing you from Fallujah.
Anything. Postcard, pencils, bumper stickers from Metro State. Oh my, dude, bumper stickers.
Let me tell you, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff I want to start making.
We definitely got to do the Dewitte mug, and I think our viewers are definitely wanting this from us, Blue. So let's definitely get these Metro State mugs.
Yes, of just his face. Yeah.
Oh, just his face. Oh my God, yeah.
Because it's mug shaped, right? Huh?
What's that?
His face is mug shaped. We make a mug of his face.
Yes. And then,
yes.
Oh my God. Take a sip every time he says Sergeant.
Mug.
But Sergeant's the less lethal mug.
Yeah. Oh, statute allows me to carry this.
Oh my God! Yeah, I mean, state statute said you could put anything in the mug, so
that's
you could
right.
Put alcohol,
that's right.
Coffee, water.
The mug's not stolen, Sergeant. God,
yeah, pretty much anything you want. What is a riser?
I have no idea. I've never parachuted in my life. I assume something happened to his parachute that made it fail because he talks about how he injured himself during a jump where his riser popped. Some military members seem to be like, "You're an idiot. It means this." But I have never in my life been involved with parachutes. I've never gone through that part of the military.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to say. What's it called for Jeremy Dewitte? So the Chicago arrest that happened?
Yes.
So did you know that his charges got dropped in Chicago?
I know. I don't know why.
They got dropped. And here's the thing. I've been to that location, and funny enough, it's just like it's crazy. Like, man, to be in that situation, just to be there, kind of like it's an eerie feeling. But I looked at the 6th floor of that building. Holy crap!
Yeah, 6th floors is really high.
It's high.
So you don't realize how high 6th floors is until you're looking at it and thinking how far something would drop from it.
And a metal chair that would go through definitely a person's back.
There must have been a good reason they dropped those charges. Maybe because they knew Florida already had them and they didn't need to do anything about it. Right? They can still press the charges until he's gone through trial. They can put the charges down, withdraw them, put them down again as much as they want. Well, That's not true. Is that true? I
No,
think
one of the
that's true.
Chicago cops said, one of the Chicago PD said that if he's not happy with the report, then he can use that down the line for his own personal use. Like the truck damages, or
Oh,
anything
sure,
else.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the guy could file a suit. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And to know that Jeremy Dewitte, and I think I said this on the last live stream, to know that Jeremy Dewitte was at Chicago in that specific location, holy crap! Here's the thing: I was actually in rideshare one time. I actually kind of still do rideshare.
It's
But
not a bad
funny
thing to
is
do.
yeah, and here's the funny thing is, during that time I was in the city when that whole thing went down. I was literally near Wrigley Field when that happened, and that is crazy to know that he was there. But Blue, do you know why he was there? Do you know why he was in Chicago?
I believe he was picking up an ambulance.
That is correct. I think he was picking up an
Bing, bing,
ambulance
bing.
For his Metro State ambulance services. Which,
John, I just sent you a better idea. Go on. I'm sorry. Go on. John and I are communicating
no, go
through
ahead.
Reddit.
What was the idea?
So, John sent me a list of ideas for various things, and two kinds of Instagram Dewitte files, and so it's do the development, original arrest, the sex offender, Jeremy jumping out with a parachute, Jeremy on a motorcycle, Jeremy throwing chairs, Jeremy pointing at cars, which gave me the idea of this is the best idea I've had all day, and I've had some good thinkers today. Okay, Jeremy Dewitte in a WWE wrestling ring throwing a chair. Tell me that's not perfect. You can't. It's perfect.
It's really good. See, here's the thing. Like, you think these? I mean, if people think these ideas are terrible, no, I think they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I think they're pretty good. You know
I agree. Now, people are asking where can they email me their suggestions. That would be sergeantbluebacon@gmail.com. And if I miss your email, I'm so sorry. There are people out there that will sign me up for spam because they don't like me. So sometimes it gets a little bit buried. It's not that it matters. It mostly gets filtered out. But sometimes stuff gets lost. So if I miss it, there are reasons, I promise. But I'm about to start designing things. It's Sergeant Blue Bacon. Let me retype that. I appreciate you calling me out, Reagan.
Let's see. Joseph Vigiro Steady. J Pavilion 2, where are you in the Ukrainian Village? I'm in Jefferson Park. No. I was by Wrigley Field when this all happened, when I was doing rideshare. So I was actually around that area when Jeremy was arrested. Not that I've seen it, but to know where it's actually at, it's kind of eerie. It's kind of interesting to know because, when you hear Jeremy Dewitte, it's just a Florida man guy, and all of a sudden he was here in Chicago. It's like, holy crap, he was literally just miles away from me. It's crazy. David Acadia, current shirt with the Fallujah in the background and him landing on the Metro State motorcycle.
Yes.
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 Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
I got nothing to add to that. Yes. Next.
Next.
Look, all of my stuff, I can't have only Jeremy Dewitte stuff. Like, eventually Jeremy Dewitte, like, the whole thing is going to die out.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's like I'll put out videos on other topics every once in a while. Because I don't want to be left in the dust, because I will be. It's gonna be a thing when it's all over. I'm just gonna be sad. But by that time, hopefully, I'll be back harassing auditors and sovereign citizens. Now, not all auditors. There are some great auditors out there, but most of them are not great. So those are the ones I intend to harass. And it will also give me a more opportunity to call out bad police officers, which is something that I've wanted to do. I have a list of videos of police officers absolutely doing the wrong thing. So we will see that on my channel, which I'm excited about because it seems unfair not to. But
right. Yeah, and I agree with you. Yeah, the Metro State, the Jeremy Dewitte, it's going to definitely die down. I definitely agree with you. And that's kind of what I want to talk about is the future of my channel. I mean, that is a good question. I actually don't know what I will be doing on my channel, but I can reassure you that I definitely will be looking over police impersonators, and I will do a Jeremy Dewitte scale of 1 being the worst.
Yes.
10 being the worst. We could probably do that if you guys are interested.
Let's do that. Now, The bad news is I do have to get going. But
Oh.
I don't know if Pavilion is going to keep doing his thing. I know that Angry Cops and what they're saying in the chat, Angry Cops and Donut Operator are doing I guess an Ask Me Anything at the moment. So if you want to leave me and go to them, I would consider that a good choice. If you want to continue talking to JP on his own thing, by all means. But I've been doing this about 2 hours. I do need to get some sleep.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I'm actually going to sign off, too. I'm going to upload a few videos starting the end of the week.
Sweet. Well, it's been great having you here. We'll definitely do this again. Scheme some more schemes. Everyone who's here and watching, whether or not you stayed for the whole thing or came in the beginning and whatever, it's a long stream. I get it if you don't want to be here the whole thing. But you guys were incredible. Thank you so much. You had some great ideas. You really inspired me to make some great merchandise. I had a lot of fun talking to you. Those of you who donated, thank you. Oh, my God, thank you so much. Those of you who didn't donate, it's okay. You're still appreciated, I guess. I'm kidding. You're all so great. But until the next time.
Smash like the video.
Yes. Smash that like button is what they're saying. Go to JP's. Is J Pavilion 2?
J Pavilion 2 channel. Yep.
Yep. J Pavilion 2. Go to his shenanigans. Like his stuff. Watch his thing. Say nice things in the comment section. Downvote the trolls. All that good stuff. If you want, I can't make you do anything. But
this has been a pleasure to talk to you, Blue.
Yeah.
I'll get going too.
Sweet. See ya. And the rest of you, until the next time, as always, be good and stay safe.
Bye-bye.